Hello, this is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong. Yesterday we talked about the broken person. Today we are going to focus on the broken relationship. What does it look like? Why do we call it broken? Well, one way of describing a broken relationship is the relationship where people involved always disagree, always argue, always fight. I say black, you say white. I say cold, you say hot. I say beautiful, you say ugly. This is exactly how, by simplifying it, we describe broken relationships. When there is a pattern of disagreeing that goes on continuously. Yesterday, I introduced the concept emotional splinters. We recognize the form that emotional splinters take when we see them inside the relationship. And it is exactly that opposite that is going on in their discussions. There are extremes where the two, either naturally or intentionally, that are involved in that relationship, the two people, have as a subconscious goal to disagree. And by disagreeing, you get a distance, a feeling of separation from the other person. And it is an emotional isolation that we see in broken relationships that takes the form of constantly disagreeing and taking opposite positions from each other on every subject. And as time goes on, if not addressed, that extreme creates a bigger gap. That emotional isolation eventually becomes physical isolation by separating. And then we see the couples breaking down and taking their own path. And years later, if they happen to meet, they start wondering why couldn't they work out their differences. The reason being that when we are away from each other, going through life, those edges that result from the brokenness smoothen through life, and they're not there anymore. And if we happen to meet again with a person that we felt so extreme opposite, that we felt that what were we thinking when we decided to share our lives, to be in a relationship? In time, those emotional splinters, like I said, are filed and smoothened, and we end up in the beginning and often regret for breaking up. Life provides many situations and opportunities for stress to grow, to develop. Financial, because of work, childcare, you name it. Instead of trying to resist and doing nothing other than what is asked of us, in other words, instead of not protecting ourselves from what might happen, and at times definitely is going to happen, which is asking for help so that we will be empowered and this way to resist the breaking. When we do nothing and we end up breaking, the relationship and the feelings that result from that situation, that results from breaking the relationship, does not deserve to be thrown away. Highly recommended to go by mail so that the participants will get a chance to receive help, professional, from family, from a spiritual father, to heal, and to receive help of introducing coping skills and learn how to apply them and slowly return to the relationship. This time by using their tools and communicate. Because often one of the reasons that we disagree with the people who have chosen to share lives with is because of emotional splinters, not because we are different from each other. Remember, when we are whole, or when we were whole, we loved exactly that characteristic of the other person that when we are half, we resent. It's unfortunate that life makes us half from time to time. But again, it is those opportunities that help us not only look for coping skills, but apply them. Because it is through those coping skills that we develop patience, endurance, stamina, and the ability of staying whole in a changing world. Please leave your comments and suggestions on Facebook or email us on StayWHOLE@gmail.com. Until tomorrow, stay well and God bless you.